Alright, hi, my name is Hollow. I've done about 50 million takes before this because I'm super nervous about getting it right because this is my first time doing something about like this. But really, I know somebody else probably has a video like this out there, but I just want to talk about Dynasty Warriors, and I figured I'm gonna actually go up and do something about it, so I made this video. So I really want to talk about Dynasty Warriors 8. It's the game I've been playing. I've even put aside Tales of Exilia, which I was super excited about, you know, and I chose beat Dynasty Warriors 8 instead of that, and I beat the game. The campaign was fantastic. The game overall was just amazing. It's the graphics and just the characters and the interactions and stuff like that they've just gone up. Some games just slip down, but Dynasty Warriors just keeps getting better and better and better, and I think it's because it's got a bigger following over in Japan. So more money gets put into it than you would think that, like, over here in America. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Dynasty Warriors 8 being amazing. Like, the horses in this game are awesome. I'm making that a big topic just because they're so cool. You can basically hold down the L2 cut button and your horse is gonna chase after you, and you're gonna be like running and sprinting, and then you're gonna like hop right up on that horse, bam, like all badass and stuff. And then you're just gonna keep on trucking it through, and then you're gonna get in a crowd of people, and your horse is gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna go through all those people. All the characters have different weapons, and they stuck with like the original weapons that each character had. Like Zurong has the boomerang again. The only one that they really changed was like the Rodney Bow now that they have on Ijaiwan. I know I'm pronouncing names wrong. I'm terrible with names. But just go with the flow. And I don't like his weapon. It's like, if I'm gonna use a bow, I want it to be like the crossbow in the game and shoot from far away and not have to get all up in people's faces. I don't like that part. There's no twin fans anymore, which they had gotten rid of them a while ago, but I was really hoping that they would have brought them back, because on the cows, they used to be my favorite weapon was the double fans, and now I just don't have them anymore, and this makes me sad. One thing I thought was really funny is that Ma Chao and Zhao Yun both use spears, but for whatever reason when I was on Ma Chao I wanted to use Zhao Yun's like epic spear that I had, because it's just like an incredible spear, and like high stats and all that good stuff. And apparently Ma Chao has 1 star with it out of 5 or whatever number of stars you can get, because he can't use it well. So I guess all spears aren't built the same. I found that weird, but kind of funny. And other than that, I wish between some of the characters there was a little bit more interaction. Especially between like Ma Chao and another certain special lady that he can't seem to remember at all, and I'm a little disappointed there. One thing about my precious Ma Chao was that I really, really wish that he had a little bit more speech. He pretty much... yeah. I just want to talk about some of the new characters now. For Shu, there's Guanxing and Guan Yinping. Those are both Guan Yu's kids. They added 2 more of them in, and Guan Yinping is actually a fake character. She wasn't in the history books or anything like that. They made her up, and it's like, man, you couldn't have found a different character that was a girl, that was actually in the history and made her into a real character, but oh well, let's fake it. Why not? And also for Shu, there's Zhang Bao, who's Zhang Fei's son, and I really like him a lot. I really like his weapons. I think they're called the Swallow Swords or something like that. And whenever I play it, I get really lame, and I make like airplane sounds whenever I use his Musu. And then for Wu, there is Lusu, who's a pretty good guy. He knows how to figure stuff out, and really important in the Shu campaign too. And they also made this other guy for Wu, and I can't for the life of me remember his name, but I don't think he's really that important. And then for Jin, it's Zhang Chunhua, who is Simi's wife, and she is just absolutely amazing. She's like mother of all the Simis, and she is just incredible. She makes me laugh so much just because she is so hardcore to her kids and to her husband. It's really funny to see Simi uncomfortable, and I love that part. And there's also Jia Chong, and I like him a lot too. He's a really cool character. He is probably my favorite. He uses throwing axes, and they remind me of the chakras that Shunjang Jang used to use, but they kind of changed up her Musu, and I don't like her Musu so much. And he's just a badass. I really like him and his personality. They also added Wang Yang, and he's pretty cool too. He gets to one level where everybody's just talking about him, and I didn't like sneak ahead and look at all the characters that were added. And I'm like, well, geez, I hope he's not one of those generic, boring characters. But he isn't, and he's really cool too. I kind of like that they're adding fancy armor into people, but I'm more into seeing their cute little faces and getting me some fan service, and I like looking at their. And then for Wei, you've got Yujin, or Yuijin. Yujin's like the other guy, and then there's Yuijin, and both of them are Cao Cao's top 5 generals, but their names sound alike, and I mess up a lot there. But anyway, he's really cool. He is like the Zhao Yun for Wei, and it just makes me giggle because their personalities are so alike, and I like both of them. He uses hook blades, and they're just really fun to use to just sweep over the whole battlefield. The only thing is I had a hard time hitting, like, if I'm fighting an officer. Like, I'll circle around him. Still fun. And then there's Li Dian, and I can't decide if I love or hate him. I'm pretty indecisive about it. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of schizophrenia going on there. And, you know, they added a great amount of characters. I really like all of them. Not that this has anything to do with Dynasty Warriors 8. I mean, it kind of does. They just announced XL. And they added in Zuran and Chen Gong. And Chen Gong is Lu Bu's advisor. And Zuran was also with Wu towards the end of the campaign, towards when, like, Jian Wei was kind of in the leadership. That's kind of when he was around. And I really like him a lot. I'm excited to see him because when I was playing the Shu campaign, he was actually in Nanzong with me. And right there, when I saw the announcements, I'm like, oh, it's Destiny. And this dude's going to be bros. So that's pretty nice. And I guess there's more I could talk about, but I just got the basics down. Alright, I don't know how to end this very well. I kind of was hoping that people would talk about Dynasty Warriors in the comments and stuff like that, and we can just have good conversations about it, talk about the afterglow of beating the game and how good it feels and all that good stuff. Share the feels. Alright, I'm gonna leave it off there. I'm sorry if I didn't do that good of a job, but I'm just starting off. We'll do more stuff later. See you later.